Here are my official thoughts on the CEBL power rankings as of July 13th. Now, full disclaimer, everything said in this video is my opinion only. If you disagree, please comment and I would love to have a discussion. Okay, starting off at the bottom of the power rankings, the Calgary Surge. Now, if you've been following the Calgary Surge this season, it's been a little bit of a rocky ride. It's very safe to say that this team has had some poor performances, including losing by nearly 20 points. But there was some positives, including holding the best team in the league to only a 2-point loss. Things seemed to finally change once they beat the Brampton Honey Badgers 102-99 on Wednesday, June 17th. This first win was led by point guard Armani Cheney, who had 16 points and the game-winning 3-ball. As of July 14th, the team has been much better and is currently on a 3-game winning streak, including beating the Sea Bears and the Bandits twice. The team still has 7 games remaining in the 2026 season, including playing 2 important games against both the Mamba and the Stingers. Now, that's the team stuff. Let's move on to personal stats. They have been led primarily by Evan Gilliard II, who averages 19.4 points per game and 5.5 assists per game. He has also been helped by Sean Miller-Moore, who averages 15 points a game and around 5 rebounds a game. Overall, I think this team has a lot to work on before next season, and I believe that their 10th ranking is very fair. Now, the 9th overall. Let's take a look into the Edmonton Stingers. As of July 14th, the team is sitting at a record of 7-10. A highlight so far was their biggest margin win when they beat the Montreal Alliance by 20 points on Sunday, June 7th. But like every team, they've had their downfalls, including losing by a wide margin to Scarborough and by nearly 20 points to Montreal. Now, scoring-wise, this team is led heavily by forward Dane Danger, who averages around 24 points a game and 9 rebounds a game. He is also helped by franchise all-time leading scorer Nick Hornsby, who averages around 12 points a game and 5 assists per game. Overall, I think the team has done a quite solid job this season, but because the league is so good, a 7-10 record just will not cut it. I believe where they sit in the power rankings is fair because they sit 4th in the Western Conference and 9th in the league. Moving up the power rankings now, we're going to the 8th ranked team, my favorite team, the Saskatoon Mamba. As a fan, I can safely say it, this season has been filled with a lot of emotions. Whether that's starting the year off 0-4 or beating the River Lions by nearly 30 points. The Mamba sort of feel like a team where no matter how hard they try or how close they get the game to be, they can never close it out in target time. In terms of stats, this team has been led by 2 very good guards, including Tevion Jones, who averages 18.2 points a game and 4.9 rebounds, and Tavion Dunmartin, who averages 18 points flat and 6.3 assists per game. At the end of the day, this team sits in a pretty good spot in the division, in a good playoff spot, but they need to do more on the home stretch. I believe Saskatoon's ranking is very fair. Now moving up to spot 7 with the Niagara River Lions. In the nicest way possible, this team is the definition of mid. Or a better word would be inconsistent. Every night, fans have no clue what they're going to see. Either they see their team lose by a lot, or win by a little margin, lose by a little margin, or win by a big margin. Scoring-wise, this team is primarily led by guard Khalil Ahmed, who averages around 20 points and 5 assists a game. As of the time of this recording, this team sits in the bottom of the East, and I believe it's well-deserved. They just can't decide if they want to win or lose on any given night. So, I think the ranking is fair. Next up, number 6, the Montreal Alliance. Montreal currently sits at a record of 8-10, but I think they've had it pretty rough. This team will just go back and forth so much between winning and losing to start the season that when by the time there's 4 games in, they were a perfect 2-2. Scoring-wise, the heart of this team is guard Javon Freeman Liberty, who averages around 21 points a game, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. Overall, I believe this team needs to be better on both sides of the ball, but most importantly on the offensive side. They're getting good defense from in the paint, but need more perimeter defense and more shooting. Currently, Montreal sits in the last playoff spot in the East, but Niagara is right there. They need to finish this season stronger than ever. So, overall, I think this rating is pretty fair. Now that we are halfway done, I would just like to give a reminder, please like and subscribe because these videos take a lot of effort and like everything to get the clips together and everything like that takes a lot of hard work. So please like, subscribe. Thank you. Here's a little fun stat sheet for everybody. Here are the most 3-pointers made in the entire league through Tuesday, July 14th. Cameron Tyson leads with 72, followed by Miles Powell with 60 and Taven Dunbarton with 55. Now let's get back to the video. Moving up now to the 5th spot, the Ottawa Blackjacks. Ottawa is a very solid top 5 team in the league who currently sit 3rd in the playoff rankings in the East. This team started their season off very balanced, just like the Montreal Lions, where they ended up being 3-3 through the first 6 games of the season. Almost every Blackjacks win has been led by Matthew Cleveland, who has an astonishing 8 rebounds per game and 24 points as a guard. He is also helped by his good friend Javonte Smart, who averages around 25 points a game, around 7 assists per game, and 4 rebounds a game. I mean, there's not much more to say about this team. They sit in a good spot, they play hard, they play good defense, and they just have a tough ride. They are a very solid team, and I believe their manager worked very hard to get their team to where it is, and I believe they do deserve their 5th spot in the rankings. Next, 4th overall, they really need no introduction. It's the Brampton Honey Badgers. They've been a solid team in the league every year, and they currently sit 2nd in the East Division. Scoring-wise, they're led by both Cameron Tyson and Sean East II, who are both top 10 scorers in the CEBL this season. It may sound like an odd statement, but when I watch Brampton play, it just screams a number 4. They're just a solid 4 seed, not great, not too bad. So it's pretty obvious where I stand. I think they are the most perfect 4 seed ever. Now moving into the top 3, we have the Vancouver Bandits. This team currently sits with a big 11-7 record and is sitting in a good spot for playoffs. Some of their greatest feats have been beating the Brampton Honey Badgers by 21, or beating Saskatoon by 29 on May 14th, and by a flat 20 on June 6th. Really, this whole team has been great in scoring, but notably they've been led by Jarkel Joyner, who averages around 20 points a game and 5 assists, and Tyrese Samuel, who averages around 20 points a game and 10 rebounds. Like I said before, this team just plays a really good brand of basketball and definitely deserves their 2nd place spot, but it's definitely up for grabs for 1st, as it is a 1-loss difference. Overall, the team sits fairly in that 3rd ranked spot, and I totally agree. They're definitely not the best team in the league, but they deserve to be up at top. Wow, almost done the video. Now onto the top 2. And now in the 2nd spot, the Winnipeg Sea Bears. And yeah, this one hurts. As a Mamba fan, seeing Teddy Allen go really hurts, especially when he's a team leader in scoring and the entire league leader. And not only that, the guy behind him has only played 2 games. That basically means his points per game average just doesn't even count. But besides having this guy, they've had an amazing season and continue to win by big margins. And of course, they're fighting for that 1st seed going on the home stretch. Overall, through 17 games, Winnipeg has had an amazing season and are an outstanding contender for the Cup. And their number 2 ranking is perfect. Now for number 1, one of the most dangerous rosters in CEBL history, the Scarborough Shooting Stars. This team are the heavy favorites for the championship and have only lost 3 games, and those games have been by slim margins, including a 90-88 loss to the Mamba, an 88-86 loss to the Ottawa Blackjacks, and a 98-89 loss to Niagara. They may not blow teams out, but they play reasonable basketball, which has got them 14 wins and keeps them the 1st in the East, guaranteed. But everything on the team runs through this man, Miles Powell, who averages around 25 points a game, 4 assists, and around 4 rebounds. This man's just a beast for a guard. In the end, if you could catch a game on YouTube or anywhere that you watch the games, please watch this team. It is amazing to watch and it'll grow your game so much. So, for the last time today, I can proudly say I agree with this rating and this team is the favorites to win it all. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe as these videos take a lot of work and I appreciate you for coming in. Please consider coming back again. See you later. Bye-bye.